Welcome. Welcome to American Alpha Male. I'm glad you're here. Blessed that you're here. All I ask that you do is participate in the question I'm going to ask. Give me some feedback. Let me know what y'all like. Let me know your dislikes. Hold on. I got to get rid of those zombies.
No, he did not have life insurance. No, he did not have a will. No, we didn't have nothing set up. We're so young. We don't plan on death. Like, so I don't get no death benefits. I don't get nothing. Like, nope, I don't get nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not gonna ask nobody for nothing. I got that personality and I'm working on that. I'm trying to, empty myself of my ego and my pride, because I'm not asking nobody for nothing. Like, I don't care. I could be on fire and I'm not even gonna ask you to spit on me. I don't need nothing. I don't need nothing from y'all. But nah, I'm trying to stop being like that. But
now let's make sure we understand the trauma that this woman had been through was very bad. So if you don't know, and some of y'all probably don't, she is the girlfriend, not fiance or wife, of a rapper who was killed in Los Angeles, California. What happened was that the guy came up, extremely flashy, ostentatious, if you will, in a crime-ridden area that I know real well, that I do not go to. And unfortunately, he was robbed. He decided to fight back. And when he fought back, he was killed in front of his girlfriend. And I believe their child. Shot 3 times in the chest by some lowlifes. A father who took his 17-year-old son to get a gun and go ahead and commit the murder, then drove his 17-year-old son away. So that's the story of why she has relevancy, unfortunately. But in tragedy comes a bit of truth. Let me say this for people who don't understand. Rich people don't have life insurance. There's no need. You're already rich. If you have $1 million policy, but you have $10 million, what's the $1 million policy for? You already have the money. You don't have to pay on money that you already have. So that doesn't make any sense. So I need a lot of people to understand this stuff. PNB Rock net worth, $30 million. So unfortunately, you are a baby mama to a millionaire. And your child will probably receive some money down the road, hopefully, that whoever is in control of his estate, which I believe it's his mother, hopefully she puts some money aside and do the right thing. But the message that I want to convey to these ladies today is something simple. A baby does not guarantee you'll get paid. That woman was not with PNB Rock for at least 4 to 5 months before his tragic demise. So there was no way in this world you guys were planning anything, because he didn't plan a future with you. There was no ring. You were not married to this man. And this is the part where we had to look back and go, what are you doing? Now, granted, we should not hold rappers or entertainers, male or female, to the standards of how we are today, because their life is so fluctuated with BS and licentiousness and bad contracts and overspending that it doesn't make sense that you would want to live that life. All you really want is what the life provides. I think a lot of people don't realize that when they envy these entertainers. So I'm going to group them all together. Basketball players, professional sports players, singers, rappers, actors, all of these individuals, they're all entertainers. They're here to entertain us. If you watch them on TV or your device, they're entertainers. That's how we'll do that part. But, ladies, this is the struggle that you must have in your mind to do or not to do. Fellas, the same thing, and I'll get to the men in just a moment. Ladies, I have had enough conversations with women to know that obviously protected sex don't feel as good as unprotected sex. I understand that. I've talked to a bevy of women, and as a man, I can tell you it feels better without the glove than with the glove. But the part where people fail is simple: consequences. For the fellas, if you get this woman pregnant and she knows about your finances and she knows about the lifestyle that you live, she's going to want in. How could she not? Hey, I grew up without this, I grew up without that. It would be great to see a child of mine have these things. It would. So in that instance, this is the mindset that some of these women have. They're not looking at it from a standpoint of, are you a great father? They're looking at it from a standpoint as, are you a great financier? Ladies, just because he has money doesn't mean he's not going to try to protect that money or he's going to care as much as you do. A lot of these ladies who want these men that have a lot of money, they want it so that they can live a lifestyle that, one, they didn't work for, two, they don't know what to do with it. There's a lot of BS that comes out of the female atmosphere of empowerment. And it's this stupid mindset of, get a business. Well, what kind of business? Oh. Then it's, let me get a man who has a lot of money so we can build together. Unfortunately, he's already built. He doesn't need you. And if your plan was that well, you could go to the bank and get financed yourself, but you cannot. See, banks will look at everything you have in your spreadsheets and calculate and double back and triple back, and they will look at everything you have and assess it. They weigh the risk of financing something as ludicrous as a lot of y'all players are. A lot of you ladies, with no disrespect when I say this, don't understand the market. Short story real quick, and then we'll get back to it. There was a wave of Asian women who came over to the United States, particularly a city called Sacramento, had a small community called Little Saigon. And these ladies were being cared for by a state worker who had very nice nails. Now, this lady having very nice nails, these ladies who are from Saigon basically looked at the nails and said, we like that. And the lady said, oh, all right. She took them to cosmetology school, got them all licenses. They were able to get loans and start the nail industry. And hence why today you see a lot of Asian ladies in the nail tech industry flourishing, because they seen one do it, so they see them all do it. The problem with that is that they have stores and they have employees. A lot of you ladies will screw over your employees while you're trying to get rich. I dealt with a woman who had a business but could not understand. And she had a very good business. She made a lot of money. She was in real estate. I'll never forget it. But she had a problem retaining employees. And I asked, I said, what are you paying these people? $11 an hour? You mean to tell me you want these people to work part-time for $11 an hour? Well, yeah, because of this and because of that. And because of this and because of that was essentially talking about how she was trying to save up her money to maximize her dollar and all this stuff. I said, why would a person pause their life to help build yours? You're providing a quick job while people who really want to help are craving and seeking a career. If you don't increase this by at least $4 and make it a full-time job, You might as well start learning how to work by yourself, work for yourself more and more. And the older you get, the worse it's going to be because you're going to be trapped in your mindset. Now, fast forward to the video at hand. Ladies, you must make sure the man that you have is compatible with what you want, and then you must be what it is that man needs. Now, if you are willing to take on an entertainer, he's going to entertain other women. They do it with the men that they're with all the time. How many of these entertainers have switched agents, have had new best friends, new crowds, new circles, new teams, new management? If they do it with the men, why would they not do it with the women? Doesn't make any sense. So how we see it over here with the Alpha Army is you're not understanding. See, this modernized feminization is telling you not to get something to have long term. The best part about being in this space that I'm in, I get to talk to women. Not hitting on them or anything like that, just conversations of curiosities. And a lot of women in private, and I will never expose these conversations and attach a name, but a lot of these women have this delusion that these men of high earning status need them. And that's not true. There are a ton of women who are willing to be a baby mama. They're willing to be a baby mama just for a little check. All he wants to do is make sure that he has kids to keep his legacy going. And then he'll step in once the kids get to be teenage years while the mother is nurturing and all this stuff. And the mother literally will allow this man to do whatever he wants to her with no consequence except for a child. And he'll be able to fight for certain things because the education will be out there for men to protect their assets, like starting an LLC and receiving a check from that LLC, and that check being something like $700 a week. So then you have to take money from that $700 a week. Ladies, they're learning the system. They're going to rig the system. You will not be able to use the system anymore as much as you think so. And with the building of this channel right here, they will learn certain things to protect their assets. So ladies, become the woman that the man wants. If you are entertaining an entertainer, he will cheat on you. You will have to live with that. The only thing you can demand is that he wraps it up and that he doesn't make you look stupid. Discretion is a must. And you must walk around and pretend that it's all right. These men are not going to change. They never have and they never will, because they've been able to pick what they want, when they want, how they want, and at times, if they want to at all. So as you sit here and you hear this woman's pain in her voice, just know that she was too dumb to understand her position. You are a baby mama. You are not a wife. And now you have to sit here with this child, who I'm pretty sure is a lovely child. Most kids are. And you have to figure out another man who has high earning and try to convince him to not only save you, but to raise a child that is not his. As heartless as that may sound, men do not owe you understanding of your plight because we have our own. The problem is we shut up and we fix it because nobody cares. And at the same token, at the same time, the world will not care. They will show you a bit of sympathy, but they will never give you empathy. And that is the part where most ladies need to take hold and realize these men cannot save you because they are not built for it. So choose wisely. Please choose wisely. These men that you ladies are seeking of higher value, you will have to sacrifice a lot of stuff. But you will be protected and provided for because you'll be able to live. Unfortunately for y'all, you will not understand how to be fit, friendly, feminine, and beautiful because you will get too comfortable. The reason you are there typically is because of what you can do and the things I listed beforehand. Now, if this sounds heartless and everything like that, then why don't you get you a regular guy with a career job? Get to a level of understanding him. Learn what he is and learn if you can accept that. Because the men have to all the time. We have to accept you as you are, but you can't accept us as we are. It doesn't make sense. It's a bad deal. But let me know your thoughts on here. Subscribe at the bell if you want to. If not, then hey, I appreciate you viewing.